Tyla, how do you review the weekend? Very uncharacteristic from the D's.
Yeah, I think it's a difficult position for us to be in, and I don't think we're shying away from that. It's definitely probably not something that we're familiar with, but it's sort of happened, and we have to own that that performance wasn't good enough. And I think we're kind of excited by the opportunity today to come in and see what went wrong, and really, be excited by the challenge that, it wasn't good enough on the weekend, but how can we improve and then go into the game this weekend.
Did you sense anything pre-game from the group that perhaps something was a little amiss?
No, not at all. I probably thought the opposite. We were in really good spirits. Our energy was really good. I think we're really clear on what we needed to do for that game. And then, unfortunately, that sort of didn't play out the way it did, but I didn't notice anything pre-game, no.
Once you got out there on the field, did you feel like you were off, or was it just that the Roos were really on?
I think probably a bit of both. I think, credit to the Roos, like they absolutely took it to us and they played a great game. But I think for us, we sort of just missed opportunities. We definitely generated enough sort of inside 50s and we gave ourselves plenty of chances, but just disconnected from that forward half. So I think that can build a bit of frustration in the group, and in a final like that, if you're not taking the most of some opportunities early, it's really hard against a good team. And I think, the Kangaroos definitely made us sort of, wear those mistakes early.
As a leader, how do you address that on the field? Because you're right, you actually have more inside 50s than the Roos, but that last kick inside 50, it just looks like you guys were missing a bit of polish.
Yeah, I think it's something as a leader, you're sort of trying to be the one that can find a mark inside 50 and try and step up. I know individually that was sort of how I was thinking, and then with the mids around me, I know that we've got a really talented group, and I didn't lack belief. I knew that if we kept persisting that hopefully something would sort of shift, but I think the Roos just kept defending us really well, and we've got a bit of work to do on that sort of last kick inside 50 and then how our forwards compete as well. But we sort of tried to make the shift, but I think we can definitely improve on that coming into this week.
If you look at the last 2 weeks, the Lions and then the Roos, it looks like one of the strengths for them has been the pressure around the ball, and perhaps that is a blueprint to beating Melbourne. Would you agree with that, or has it just been a poor 2 weeks?
I think you have to agree with it in some element. I think teams have brought really high pressure, and we just haven't executed well enough, but I think teams are going to do that, and no matter who it is, that's finals footy. So that's something that we have to get better in, and whether it was our fundamentals or how we sort of exited from contests there, I think we still did okay with contested possession and actually having our fair share of the ball, but how can we sort of make the most of them? And I don't think we can shy away from the fact that teams really pressured us and we're really aggressive in that way, but I think how we respond will be really important.
And all year we've been talking about the D's as this like scoring juggernaut, but since halftime against the Lions, you guys have scored 1 goal. So what does that come down to?
I think it's sort of that like connection. I think as much as our forwards are competing and doing their best there, I think we can definitely get better. I think we can definitely, on our entries, I think as mids, making sure that our kicks are to advantage and giving our forwards the best chance, but you just don't get too many opportunities in finals, and I think we've learnt that they're often low scoring games and really high pressure situations. So when you do get that sort of chance to find a mark inside 50, it's pretty valuable and you've got to make the most of it. I think as much as we've scored really well and really high scores early in the season, I think we know that we're capable of it, so we know it's there. Just making sure that our entries and then what contests we get from our forwards are the strongest they can be.
I don't want to give you guys an out, but there's rumours, or I've heard that perhaps you guys have been sick or unwell, or illness has swept through the camp across the last 2 weeks. Can you shed any light on that?
I think there has been some illness. So that's sort of been in our program, but everyone that's played has been fit and available, and I think if you put your hand up to play, then you were fit and ready to go. So I don't think, as much as it's been there, it's no excuse for our performance, and everyone that was on the park was fit and available to play the best they could. So we can't sort of use that as any excuse.
The best thing about the double chance is you get a double chance. So you get another game this weekend. And you guys played pretty well against the Cats when you met in round 5, I think 49-point winners. What do you take from that match?
I think we will sort of watch back and see what we did well in that game, but sort of our form then and what our form is now are different things, and I think teams sort of will try and target us, and they probably will come with high pressure, and a finals game is very different to what we did a few weeks ago against the Cats. So I think they're a really good side, and we definitely won't take them lightly, but we've definitely got some things in our game to improve on, and I think the group will be really excited by that.
Have you watched the game? Because I know yours was obviously straight afterwards. Have you had a look at it yet?
Our game against the weekend?
Sorry, their game at the weekend.
No, I haven't yet. Their game was a bit earlier, and I probably spent more time reviewing ours, but yeah, this week I'll definitely look at the Cats, and I know the coaches will do that as well. So they'll give us some good pointers, and yeah, we've got a lot to focus on in our own game style too.
The AFL's come out today and just clarified the seedings for the grand final. So the Roos are now in the box seat with the Lions second.
Yeah.
Is that something that you were aware of, or did you just think that whoever finished first in the home and away season had first goal, I guess?
Yeah, I think I just assumed that was the case. I think whoever finished highest had the best chance at hosting the grand final, but with that change, I think as much as the AFL makes those decisions, I don't think that's anything we can control, and there's no point in us sort of even thinking that far ahead at the moment. We've got a big game this weekend against the Cats, and that's where our focus should be.
Eliza Wester sneaky?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I love Westie and I love playing with her, but selection's really tough, and I think the way that this league keeps going, we've seen that across many teams this year, so I know she'll put her hand up and train really hard this week, but yeah, leave that to the coaches.